Welcome back to my occasional series of beer reviews. Very occasional. I think this is probably only the third one I've done. But I think this one might be worth a review. I drink loads of beer, and a lot of the time it's the same old swaff. But every now and then I'll treat myself to something a little bit different. And so here we go. This has been out a while. It's called Honeycomb Chocolate Stout from the Vocation Brewing Company. It's quite a strong one, 7%. I've had it for a while. I had, for the first time in quite a long time, after work yesterday, an Imperial Stout from Tiny Rebel, just because I've been sort of craving one for a little bit, and it made me think, oh my goodness, I want to drink some more stout. Now this isn't an Imperial one, but it is a strong one, and I was talking to a friend earlier and about Imperial Stouts. I don't actually know if there's a legal threshold that you've got to reach as far as ABV is concerned before you call it an Imperial Stout, but if there is, then I would imagine it's slightly more than the 7%, but this is still going to pack a punch. What I'm hoping for, so it's a honeycomb chocolate stout. I'm hoping that it's not just going to be sweet all the way through. Recently, I've drank lots of milk stouts and dessert stouts, which I love, but are sweet from start to finish. What I really loved about the Imperial Stout yesterday is that it had the sort of malty, bitter back end. Not mega bitter, but a pronounced bitterness at the back end. So that's what I'm hoping for from this bad boy. We'll see. Like, that's going to be the litmus test. Am I going to buy another one of these? Well, it's going to depend on whether I get a bit of a roasty, toasty hit right at the back end from the malt. I'm not going to read too much on the can. Just going to open it up. Ooh, it's a lively one. A bit too lively. Oh wow. Okay, that's gone wrong. I think in my eagerness to get that in the glass, I've possibly poured it a bit quick. It's got a 4-finger head on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to siphon some of it off into a secondary glass. Okay. My secondary glass. The table is an absolute carve up. I know, stout all over it. I'm going to try and get the rest of this here can into this here glass without too much more of a carve up. Let's go. My barman skills coming back to the fore. I was known in my barman days to be the only guy that could put a triple shamrock on a Bag of Guinness. I've not done so well with this. Not covered myself in glory, to be honest. But in my defence, that was about 6 years ago. Okay, looking a bit more realistic now. There we go. So it's still got quite the head on it, like 3 finger. Okay, these things rarely go as planned. So definitely getting plenty of honeycomb. Getting quite a lot of dark chocolate, kind of bitter, which is good. Definitely getting some malt on the nose. So far so good. It smells amazing actually. Let's give it a taste. Cheers everybody. I like it. That is exactly what I was hoping for. It's got a certain hint of chewy, sort of dark chocolate and almost black coffee. It's quite sweet, but it's not mega sweet. Completely covers the palate really quite effectively, and the aftertaste, you do get malt, you do get toast, and you do get plenty of roast. You get a really nice bitter aftertaste, but not so bitter that it's going to stop you coming back for more, if you see what I mean. It is actually bloody brilliant. That's a cracking stout. I've previously reviewed a Love Lane one, maple syrup I think it was, which was very, very decent. I think I got from Lidl for £1.50. I think this one came from Sainsbury's. My good lady got it for me. If anything, this one is actually better than that. I don't think it was the wrong side of £2. I think it was something like 180. And I will admit, once again, I'll hold my hands up and say I'd not poured that all that well. But look at that head. It's not dissipating. Still there. Roll the beer around the glass. That head is still there. That's a good sign for a stout. I find it hard to go wrong with a stout, to be honest. There's not many stouts that I don't like. The ones that I don't like tend more towards porter. Have you ever bought a stout and then got halfway through it and realised that you're drinking a porter? I hate that. Porter is one of my least favourite beer styles, whereas stout is one of my favourites. But they're very closely related. Sometimes you can get halfway into a stout and think, oh my goodness, that's really thin. at which point you're probably in porter territory, I think. And like I say, I don't love a porter, but this, nice and thick. Like I say, you can almost, not like the Imperial Stout I had yesterday from Tiny Rebel, but you can almost chew on it. It's so delicious. If you like a rich, creamy stout, which has got a good bitter back end, get one of these in your life. Vocation honeycomb chocolate stout from Sainsbury's. I believe it was £1.79. Might be wrong. I think it was. I got it a few weeks ago. Yeah, nice. I'm going to give that 4.5 bottle caps out of 5. Number stacker. I think that's about all I've got to say for it. So good. Well done, Vocation. Well done, me, for picking it up off the shelf, and well done, you, for lasting 11.5 minutes watching this boring old shite about me waffling on about beer. See you again soon, maybe. Cheers.